Welcome to Sunday School Lesson at a Glance, a ministry of the Sunday School Publishing Board, where we focus on teaching, engaging, application, and learning for teachers and students.
Now, I will share some teaching tips to use when teaching this lesson. Again, our focus is on teaching, application, engagement, and learning. Teachers, as you study and prepare to teach the lesson, you want to prayerfully consider and think of each student in your class. Get a visual glimpse or a visual image of each student and ask, as a result of teaching this lesson, what do I want my students to learn? No. What do I want them to understand about this lesson? What do I want them to experience and do? Students learn and process and receive information in different ways. Some students like to see a picture, a chart, a graphic organizer, an outline, a handout. These are your visual learners. Some students like to hear, talk, ask questions, discuss, and yes, even debate. These are your auditory learners. And you have some students that learn better by doing something, an activity, a demonstration, a role play, a presentation. These are your kinesthetic learners. Teachers, it is important to engage your students in the lesson. We want our students to be thinkers and learners. Students learn better when they are engaged in their learning. I am now going to share an engagement activity that you can use when teaching this lesson. Have students complete a sentence stem using the words "wisdom is." This can be an introduction or a closing activity or both. At the beginning of class, as an introduction activity, give students a note card or a strip of paper with the words "wisdom is" and instruct them to complete the sentence in their own words. They can complete this individually and share with a partner or in a small group, or they can share their responses with the entire class. It is important that you have students to share out their responses. At the end of class, as a closing activity, they can review their "wisdom is" card and add to their sentence stem based on what they hear during the discussion of the lesson. This can be used as a summary review on what wisdom is. You can be creative in how you use this activity. You may want to use some additional words instead of "wisdom is." The activity that you use should contribute to the students applying the biblical truths to everyday life. The activity should reinforce and teach the biblical truths of the lesson. Lesson application. There are many life applications in this week's lesson. Challenge your students to put into practice what they have learned in studying this week's lesson, and to seek God's guidance in all that they do. Thank you for tuning in to Sunday School Lesson at a Glance. I hope these teaching tips are helpful to you as you prepare to teach and study God's Word. For additional information and resources, contact the Sunday School Publishing Board.
We invite you to join us each week as we take a glimpse into the Sunday School lesson. Subscribe now.